Guys, they said Ebony allegedly narrates her terrible dream about Queen Naomi, and how she lost her pregnancy. And all of this was happening during the Yeyemoolu prayer. During that period, they stay beside the Yeyemoolu well to pray. And we all know that right now, it is seclusion period. It's like Kabiyesi have even entered seclusion. And they said Adetututu have returned back because some of the things that Ebony used to do, they say she no longer does that. But that does not stop her from going to pray and going to that Yeyemoolu well to pray, you know. And they said she went there for prayers, and she was thanking God for saving her from that pregnancy. It's not easy to go through miscarriage process and all of that. So, but she went there to pray, not to do the things that she used to do before, because they said before Kabiyesi entered into seclusion, he handed over everything to Adetutu, who just returned back, because Adetutu is not based here in Nigeria from what we are hearing. They say she's based in UK, but due to this seclusion period and the prayers involved, she have to come back. Ebony was not happy about it, but there is nothing she can do because it is the king's decision that Adetutu should take over from her. So they say when she came out to pray, a lot of people were praying. She's not the only one that came out to pray. But they said at some point she was raising voices that people were hearing what she was saying in her prayers. At first, they said she thanked God for saving her from that pregnancy. Because some people, they might have miscarriage, and from there something might happen and that would be the end. But God saved her from that. So she was thanking God. And they said after her prayers, she decided to share with some people who are close to her, who really wanted to hear her story, how she had a terrible dream, and how everything that happened to her happened. So she said she was in her dream. In that dream, she came to that same Yeyemoolu well to pray. And while she was there praying, it was like something tapped her at the back, and she looked back. She noticed that there was a lady wearing black gown, black clothes, but the lady is a little bit far from her, you know. And when she looked closely, the person was looking like Queen Naomi, according to her, allegedly. So she was wondering, why would she wear black? What on earth would have made her wear this black? Because one thing about the palace is that they are known for white, even though some of them, their heart is not that white. But one thing they would always do is to wear white to make people believe that this group of people are pure. Even with the stories that we are hearing about them, you can tell that they are not what they wear. So, but they said she was wondering why the person would wear black, only for her to see that it was Queen Naomi. And she was confused. And she was looking at that direction where the person was standing. But before she could turn her face back to concentrate on her prayers, because they said she was praying inside that Yeyemoolu well, as she was staying by the side of the well praying. So before she could turn her face back to concentrate on her prayers, she noticed that there were so many wells. It is no longer one again. And we all know that Yeyemoolu is just one there. But they said the moment she turned back, there were so many of them. And she was confused. She doesn't know what to do again. Then the next thing she noticed that was that the same person who had been a little bit far from her have appeared very closely to her and tapped her. Before she could turn back, the person pushed her inside that well, inside one of the wells, because the wells now have become so many that she doesn't know which one she was praying on and all of that. So they said when she entered that place, she now hit her stomach on one part of that well, and the next thing she started seeing was red, red color everywhere. She screamed and shouted. And when she woke up, she noticed that it was a dream. But the same way she lost it in that dream, that is how they say she lost it in the physical. So they say while she was saying all of this, some people told her that it can never be our queen, because even while she was in the palace, she have a very good heart. That maybe the gods wanted to show you something, but you are trying to misinterpret it, because according to the story, they said while she was telling them about the dream, she was trying to convince them that a lot of people do not know who the jewel is. They see her as a good person, as in the queen. They see her as a good person, whereas she is not. That she is evil. That the reason she attacked her in that manner was because she doesn't want her to have that baby. And I was like, if she really wants to attack you, do you think you will have the first one? Huh? They said her sister was even telling her that this is not the right time for this, that she should stop that, she should stop it. And she said she's going to deal with her until she open her nyash very well, so that people will know who she truly is and everything. And they said her sister was telling her that enough now, that she shouldn't start this drama again, you know. And I was like, go and know who is doing you. Do go and know who is doing, because we all know that it cannot be our queen, because our queen have a very good heart. Despite everything you did to her, she still have a very good heart. If she wants to stop you from having a child in that palace, do you think you would have had that first one? No. She's not unlike you. Because while they were together, we keep hearing how she was putting family planning pills in the queen's drinks and juice then, because she wanted to have the child before her. Because while she was doing it, she was busy knocking the king now, because they were dating, and the queen did not know. She was thinking that, oh, this person is doing spiritual stuff, so she cannot be having or doing such a thing. She did not know that it's not everybody that is doing spiritual things that are spiritually clean, you know. So right now they say she is threatening hell, that she think that it is over, that it is not over yet. And I was like, is this not the same person who claims to have made peace? Because that in her dream, she said she have gone to her house, she have gone to meet with Queen Naomi, and they have made peace. And that was why she was so shocked upon seeing her coming to attack her with a black cloth. And I was like, are you normal? Are you okay? Anyways, right now they say she's going through a lot, and the fact that they have taken away her duty from her, something that gives her so much respect and the value, they have taken it away from her and given it to Adetutu, is enough for her to make her have nightmares. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Bye. See you.